All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Saturday morning Getting Started training with Prime My Body. My name is Sarah Haywood, and I am a Diamond affiliate with this company. I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary, and I'm so excited to be growing this business and helping to establish ourselves as the global name brand of hemp. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so I'm using my friend Jay's back office, and I got permission this time. I didn't last time, but I got it this time. Just give me a thumbs up if you guys can see that. I just want to make sure. Awesome. Okay, cool. So this is your back office, and everybody's looks exactly the same. Up here on the top corner, you've got your username. His is jmalik.primemybody.com. So whatever username you choose is going to be your domain plus .primemybody.com. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that and just show you what that looks like on the front end for your customers. So right at the top, it says affiliate. He hasn't uploaded a photo yet, but it has his name. His is actually his nickname, which I'll show you how to change later. But over here, the most important part of this for new affiliates who are joining your team, they're going to click enroll right here. And whenever you click enroll, you're going to choose the country. You're going to choose your username. It'll tell you if it's already taken, and then you're going to choose a password. And then once you verify that it's not taken yet, you will go to the next page to go ahead and put in your mailing address, your personal information, and to get your website started. If you are a new affiliate, the way that you log into your back office, you can go to your site or any primemybody.com and click log in. And when you click that, that's how you're going to get into your dashboard, which is right here. Another cool website that I think a lot of people don't utilize that often is this sharepmb.com / your username. Everybody has one. And what this does is it actually allows you to share the opportunity first. So you're sharing the opportunity and then defaulting to the product. This is for the people who are more interested in building a business than just purchasing the product. So you have this great, I believe, 7-minute presentation here. Maybe it's 11 minutes with this amazing trailer on Recept, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then this video with Marielle Hemingway that talks about how Prime My Body products and the opportunities are impacting people's lives. So it's a great way for people to get a little bit more information than just through the front end. It should have his picture here if you had one uploaded, his name, and then you can call or email him. And then you can also join the movement enrolling straight from this page. So those are, really important. I think sometimes people don't utilize that as often as we could. You've got your affiliate ID up here. You have your username and then your passcode, which I did change this time so that you guys wouldn't see his passcode. But this is for whenever you call support that they know it's you. Let's just see if Scotty B's here yet. No, he's still not here. Oh, man. Maybe somebody wants to text Scotty B and see if he needs support getting in through the panelists. I don't really know. It's in his email. If somebody wants to tell him that. It's in his email. Okay, and then I'm just going to go through this front page just so you guys know. You can click right here and you can select an image or upload an image, drag and drop. You've got your legal name. It tells what, he's an international founder here, so it tells that. Your active status, whenever you purchase product, if you purchase something for $89, then you get 30 days activation. If somebody comes through your front end, then you, through this website, jmalik.primemybody.com, and purchases anything over $89, you get another 30 days activation from the day that they purchased. So Jay will be active for another 10 days. At that point, he'll have to purchase product or get a customer. And also, if you purchase a package for over $700, then you get 60 days activation. So if on the 16th he purchases a compact, the large compact for $1,000, he will be active until 12/16/2019. That's really important. You need to be active in order to be making money and accumulating points in the compensation plan. And then qualified right here, it means that you have one active affiliate on your left team and one active affiliate on your right team. And I'll go into that a little bit later. We also have this 4x4 qualified, which is a promotion that Paul did a couple months ago. Basically, he's getting paid 4 times more than he would otherwise. And then it has your enroll date. Your active customers, so those are people who are ordering product within the last 30 days. Active affiliates, he has 2. And then current pay rank is a star. And then right down here we have the Secrets Beach point system for the people who are on their way to qualifying for the incentive trip. And then over here, we've got the active week. You've got $57. That's what he's made. It's Sunday to Sunday. We have this current month. Oh yeah, that was from last month. I'm like, that should say 57, but that was from the previous month. So he hasn't made anything yet this month. And then over here is the total amount of rewards. We've got our affiliate updates right here. Here's an amazing webinar with Dr. Ron that he did on Tuesday night that trains on one of our newest products, Calm. You've got your recorded calls right here. This is basically how I learned how to share this business. I just listened to the overview calls so that I could understand how to effectively share this business, that I could learn about the products, the company, and the opportunity. And then the leadership calls and the Saturday training calls that, okay, thank you, Annette. The Saturday training calls that is right after this. It's an awesome way to learn how to build this business. Okay, let me actually just see if I can add Scotty B. I'm sorry, guys. Please hold. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. Zoom. Oh, man. I wish somebody else could hop on and help me with this right now. I know Austin's sleeping. Oh, wait, here we go. Preferences. Well, if you're new, welcome to our imperfect Saturday training. Okay, let's see. If anybody knows how to add a panelist, that would be super helpful. Okay, thanks, Annette. All right, I think promote to panelists. Woohoo, we got it. All right, Scotty B, you should be on. Are you there? You're unmuted. I unmuted you just now. There we go. Hi, hey. Welcome.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
I'm really good. Better now that you're here. I was a little stressed that it was just going to be me and people weren't going to get to hear your wisdom today.
Well, you would have done amazing without me, but I'm so glad to be here with you.
Awesome. Well, with that, since I basically have covered the beginning of, or the front page of this, is now would be a really great time to introduce Scotty B, who's one of not only the top leaders in our company, but in this industry. He is a 8-figure earner and absolute amazing human, super heart-centered. He's an angel. He calls me his PMB angel. He's definitely mine. And I feel so grateful to have him, somebody who has not only built a business in network marketing before, but also been a part of the deregulation in the 90s with telecommunications. So he has a really unique perspective on what's happening here and the timing. And that's exactly why he's decided to come back and build a business here with us in Prime during the deregulation of hemp. So with that, I'll hand it over to you, Scotty B.
Hey, Sarah, thanks so much. And actually, I was watching, you did a great job of opening up on this and, such vital, critical, really information for people to understand those core fundamentals to getting started and active and qualified in their business. And it's great to be here with you. And I want to say very, very special welcome to all the newest affiliates. They're part of our PMB familia. It's great to be here with you guys. I was trying to get in on my phone on different apps or different browsers on the computer. For some reason, the link was not correct. So, but thank Annette, I think, who gave that to you, Sarah. So we're here together, and that's all that counts. I think the thing that I would say this morning is, number one, is you're starting a business, and you're starting a business that can absolutely be anything you want it to be over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And what will determine where you are 5 years from now, 7 years from now, 10 years from now is literally what you do right now. The way you launch your business versus starting your business can absolutely change the game down the road. And I'll give you a real quick story. One time my business felt like it's a little bit flat, and I called my upline mentor. And anytime I had issues, I always called him because he was part of my upline. He was very successful. At that time, he's making about $250,000 a month. I went on to make $1.25 million a month. It was extremely successful. So I called him, I was talking to him. I said, Paul, you know my business, you know my team, you know what's going on. I said, I just feel like it's not growing fast enough. And he said, well, Scott, he said, I think I can have this conversation with you. He said, first thing, for people who truly want to help a lot of people who truly want to do big things in life, nothing ever seems like it's going fast enough. He said, so be content with you having a business that is doing so great, but also never lose your drive for wanting to create more greatness in people's lives around the world like you do. And so I kind of got the message. But he said, let me ask you a question, Scott. He said, if there's any one thing I think you can do, he said, what most people don't understand is just like every industry is different, the banking industry, the airplane industry, the insurance industry, the mobile home industry, the grocery industry, they're all different. They're all individual. They're all unique to themselves. But he said they all have their positives. They all have their negatives. He said, here's the thing in network marketing that's different than all of them. He said, in those businesses, you get paid for what you do. He said, in network marketing, you get paid for what you start. He said, so if there's any one thing you can do, you can help people understand the importance of, even if they've been started before, but they haven't really been truly committed, totally focused, and really engaged, whether it's 5 hours a week, 50 hours a week, it doesn't matter. Totally focused, totally engaged in what you do. And he said, let me ask you a question, Scott. He said, you know my story. He said, let's say that I signed up, but instead of taking action in whatever time I had available, instead of taking action, let's just say I kind of played around and sat back for 90 days. He said, what would that have cost me? I said, well, I know you made about $1,500 in your first year. So I said, maybe a few $100s. He said, and that's what most people think. He said, but you're wrong. I said, well, what would it cost you, Paul? He said, $750,000. I said, what do you mean? I'm not following you. He said, it's not what I would have made that I didn't, or what I made that I wouldn't have made in the first 90 days. He said, it's what I've made in the last 3 months that I would not have made if I waited 90 days to get started. He said, it wasn't a few $100s, it was $750,000. And that for me was the thing that kicked in that let me understand the different dynamics of the time value of building the business as it relates to money in this business. It's so different than anything else. So the great thing, if you're brand new, is our CEO, Paul Rogers, who's one of the most amazing men in the whole world and in this industry for sure. He just instituted something in our compensation plan that is brilliant. It's genius. Matter of fact, when we worked together years before in a plan, this happened twice. In my entire history of this industry, which is almost 30 years now, my 2 biggest times of growth were where they implemented this feature. And it basically was a fast start feature. So Paul just implemented that here, but not as a promotion, not as a 1-month promotion, as a constant. So literally it's a constant promotion, but it's part of our compensation plan so that every time somebody gets started, they've got 28 days from the day they start to do something that is truly amazing. So what do I mean by that? Well, obviously, if we're going to start a business, if you and I were going to start a business, whether it's a real estate company, an insurance business, a restaurant, a clothing store, the day we open, we're doing business. We're not saying, well, should we do business or not? No, we made a commitment, so we're doing business. So when somebody joins a network marketing business, the day they join, they're making a commitment to do a business. Now, if they're not sure, and if you're not sure, my suggestion is do what you need to do to get your confidence and your belief and your certainty to the place it needs to be, because you have a business. And if your intention is to make money, then you need to treat it as business. If you just want to do this because you want the products at wholesale, that's great. Then you're on here just to learn a little bit more, but this isn't the call for you. But if your intention is to create some sort of financial viability for you and your family through this business, then we're talking business. So what Paul basically said is the day that somebody gets started, in their first 28 days, and let me back up and say this, what is the function of our business? It's really, I call it simple, easy, fun. It's 3 simple steps, easy enough you can teach a 5 or 6-year-old how to do it, and it's fun because it works, but only if you follow it. So what are those 3 simple steps? Number 1 is use PMB. That means be a product of the product. Use every single one of the products. Try every single one. Use the ones continually that you like. The ones that you don't use them. If you don't like them, don't use them. It doesn't mean they're not great. It's just not your taste. The second simple step, share PMB. What does that mean? Share PMB is not call somebody and talk to them for 2 minutes or try to meet somebody and explain our business in 5 minutes. Share PMB means you sit down with somebody at scheduled time, either in person or over the phone or over the Zoom. It doesn't matter. But you actually share PMB, which means the fact that there's an industry of hemp and what's happening, our company PMB and how we're positioned in it, the products that we have, the fact there's a financial opportunity and how that works and what type of support's available and timing of where they're positioned, what this can mean for their family. That's sharing PMB. Talking to somebody for a few minutes is not sharing PMB, so that does not count. And the third simple step is you just teach and help your new people to do these 3 simple steps. I mean, that really encompasses it. That's all that we do to be successful. And the more you can simplify it, the more it's easier for a cross-section of people to have more success the greatest amount of the time. So when we're talking about sharing PMB, that means sharing the business and then teaching and helping, not just teaching, not helping, or not teaching and trying to help, but doing both. So in your first 30 days, let's say you enroll me. Here's what you're going to say. You're going to say, Scott, your number 1 goal is to share PMB with as many people as you can in your first 28 days. Why? Because we got a 28-day built-in, nonstop, rolling, constantly promotion. So you start me today, I've got 28 days starting today. And that promotion says that if in the first 28 days I enroll 4 affiliates who purchase any one of our packages, no matter if it's a $200 or $300 package or a $1,500 package, they're going to purchase what's best for them. We normally have a 25% bonus on everybody's first package purchase. That goes forever. You're enrolling a new person 10 years from now, bam, 25%. It's one of the highest front-end purchase package percentages in the industry. So it's already great, but it gets even better. Because let's say you just, to keep numbers simple, let's say you had a $1,000 package. You're going to make 25%, $250. Well, Paul says in the first 28 days, if you enroll at least 4 affiliates that purchase any package, he's going to double that front-end bonus from 25% to 50%. So let's say that you enrolled 4 people with a $1,000 package. And it may be different packages. It's just easy math. Well, that would be $1,000 you make. Well, now, because it's in your first 28 days, he doubles that and you make $2,500 per package. So what if you went out there and enrolled 8 people in your first 28 days with a $1,000 package? Instead of 2,000, that's 4,000. And by the way, you're going to learn there's points going into the binary. Over time, there's residual, there's check match, there's a lot of other things, rank advancement, so many great things because it's all perfectly integrated together. But the biggest thing is when somebody gets started, if you can help them get a check right away, number 1, they're starting to recoup the costs that they used to start the business. But number 2, their belief and their certainty about their capabilities, the conviction about the fact that the business works, it grows, it increases, and then the results become better and better and better. So Paul understands the critical nature of those first 28 days, and he implemented this. So here's the beautiful part. Guess what? When you start to really understand the binary, and don't try to understand it all day one, learn it as you go along. The worst thing to do is get caught up in trying to know everything when you first start. Trust in the person that enrolled you, and if they're brand new, go to the people above them. So your first 28 days, your number 1 goal, period, bar none, is to share PMB with as many people as you can. My suggestion is, just like our Fast Start plan says, in your first couple of weeks, do a couple of launch calls or launch meetings. I'm a person who, I love getting together with people. I mean, over Zoom, over the phone is great, but if I can meet with people where I live, people that I know, people I love, people I trust, and who reciprocate and feel the same with me, doing it right there face to face, man, invite some people over, 5, 10, 15 people over to your home, 20. I mean, if you have a bigger home, more. You can do at least 2 of those in your first 30 days, along with meeting with people individually, again, in person or over the phone or over Zoom. But in your first 28 days, as many as you can. But the way to maximize that, if you can do a group meeting every week, imagine doing one once a week for 4 weeks, you might be able to get in front of 30, 40, 50 people your first month. And just what if? We don't make any income claims or projections or all that stuff. This is just some what if scenarios. What if you enrolled 10 people? What if you enrolled 10 people that bought the top pack? You basically make about $7,500 your first month. And I'm not going to say everybody's going to do that, and most people won't, but I promise you some people will. You're going to hear about it. Mark my words, you heard it right here today. You will hear of people in our company in their first 28 days because they see the power of this. See, they know it's not just about making the money in the first 28 days. It's about launching their business and getting some velocity and getting some growth and getting success. Because here's the thing. You enroll me today, and let's say Sarah, she is my little PMB angel. Let's say that she's a great friend of mine, and she is. And so I call her, and you and I get on a Zoom with her, and we share this. Because I enrolled this morning. I said, I got to share this with Sarah. She's got to hear about it. She's got such a huge heart for humanity. She loves people. She's so caring. I know she's going to see this. At least she needs to. She deserves to have the opportunity to know about it, right? So you do a 3-way with me with Sarah. And Sarah said, my gosh, yes, I want to join. She gets a package. Well, that's one of my 4 packages. But it's not yours. It's one of my 4. So that counts for me. Now, what are we going to do with Sarah? I'm going to say, are we going to say, Sarah, hey, I'll see you in 28 days. I'm trying to go build? No. Because it's not just about me, it's about the people we bring in too. So you and me are going to help Sarah. Matter of fact, she may have somebody later tonight that wants to do a 3-way, and maybe I'm not available, but you can do it with her, or somebody up above can do it. If I can do it, I want to be there, of course, but I want to help her get her 4. And then guess what? When she gets her 4, let's say on Tuesday this week, she gets her first one. Well, guess what? Do you think that Sarah and me and you and the people above all want to help that new person get their 4? But their 4 starts on Tuesday, and they got 28 days from that Tuesday going forward. So you have a rolling 28-day promotion that keeps energy with the newest people, the ones that see this for the first time, that their eyes are open, they're enlightened, they're awakened to what this great sacred plant can do. And then all of a sudden, bam, you just have this constant new energy of new people rolling forward. And what you're doing is you're driving depth through the binary that starts to fill out the unilevel and the check match. It is the most perfect addition. There could not have been a better addition to our plan. I mean, we're already at the very top, but there's no question now. It is the best plan in the whole world, period. Bottom line, end of story, for a product-based company. Because now the final piece that was needed was that new thrust to help people build their belief in their conviction and generate a little more income on the front end, which then drives the growth of the depth and the width in the organization. So it's beyond brilliant, beyond brilliant. So your first 28 days, share PMB, share PMB, share PMB. I'm assuming your products arrive and you're going to start using them. Now, my suggestion on packages, get what you can get, but here's the thing. I say get the big package, not for somebody making money. It's for you. It's for you, number one, being able to try all the products so that you have as much knowledge when you're talking to people as you can. Not knowledge of knowing all about the products, but knowledge of having tried them and know what you like about them. See, what's more important for people is how you feel about the products versus how much you know, because that's what people want to know is how you feel. The second thing is you get the greatest discount. So you're going to get the best price you'll ever get on the products. It's even better than normal wholesale. So it's a great deal for you and your family, number two. But number three, some people are going to say, no, I don't want to do the business, but I'll be a customer. So what do? You sell to them at retail. You don't have to go on the website and order it. You got it right there. You got a pack. You give it to them. They give you the cash, and you got the biggest spread you can get. And so of that $1,500, you're probably going to use some for you and your family, but you'll probably recoup some of it. And as you get new people started, guess what? Let's say that Sarah lived in my hometown, and so I met with her in person with your help, and we got her started. Well, guess what? She says, gosh, I'd like to try the Knox, and I'd like to try the hemp oil, and I think I'd like to try the protein. Bam, I'm going to help her place her order. And as long as she's ordered a pack with that or ordered, I'm going to say, here you go, take one. I'm going to do what's called place and replace. I'm giving those to her, and then when her product comes in her package, she gives it back. But why make her order today, wait till the order to be processed on Monday, probably shipped on Tuesday, and arriving based on where she is in the country, maybe next Friday or Saturday? Are you kidding me? No way, man. Bam, she's got the product today, and then when hers comes, she gives it back to me. So I call that place and replace. That's the reason you get a package. It's not for somebody to make a one-time bonus. Anybody thinks about one-time bonus, so short-sighted. They're missing they say you can't see the forest because of the tree. That's where they are. And most time, it's not that they're that kind of person. It's just they don't know yet. They're not educated yet. So we want to help them understand what the real value of a package is. It's not just to build something in a compensation plan. That's the last piece of the puzzle. It's most about them trying the products, number one. Number two, having products they can sell for the ones that say no to the business but want the products, get the greatest spread, recoup some of their money, but then also for the new people that get started in their home market, what I always call a base shop, to be able to do place and replace. And then you just start rolling your inventory. It's important to have an inventory if you understand the difference of somebody saying yes today, being excited and getting a product versus waiting until next Friday or Saturday to get that product. So that's it. First 30 days, bam, 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 share, use. And when the new ones come in, just like I said with Sarah, you and I are teaching and helping her to do the business. Because what is she doing in 28 days? Share. The final piece about your first 28 days, start to get your stuff plugged in, start to be active and connected. We got a Monday night leadership call. Many times our CEO's on there with product updates, sometimes entire State of the Union. probably one of the most communicative CEOs that I've seen in this industry. He keeps us so in the loop. It's more than any company I've ever seen in this industry. Second thing, every Wednesday we have just like this, a Zoom webinar with a presentation that usually has 2 or sometimes even 3 of our amazing leaders from around the country and soon around the world. So you always have a live presentation to plug into if you want. By the way, they're all available 24/7 recorded. And then every Saturday morning, like we're doing this for Fast Start for new people, then right after this, we usually have one of our lead marketers or founders or co-founders or other great leaders on that do more of an advanced level training. So there's 4 times a week to get plugged in. So plug into those at least in your first 28 days and watch them, all 4 of them. And even if you have to watch them on recorded or listen to them on recorded, because Monday night and Saturday, the next one after this one are both on conference call. Wednesday night and this one are on the Zoom. So you got 2 webinars, 2 conference calls. And then there's 2 Facebook pages. You've got the Prime My Body Facebook page, and you've got the Full Spectrum Knox community with all the before and after, before and after, before and after. All these amazing pictures of the product that absolutely is going to open more doors than anything we've ever seen in the history of this company. So recapping real quick, use PMB, share PMB, teach and help others to use and share PMB. Maximize your first 28 days by launching, not just starting. Share, 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 share. Start using the products as much as you can. Get yourself active and connected and get plugged in. 4 opportunities a week, 2 pages on Facebook. And other than that, don't try to learn all these different tabs back here. Don't try to understand every dynamic of the compensation plan. I promise you, you go make a couple thousand, a few $1,000s in your first 30 days, all the rest of it will fall in place. And I promise you this too. You'll have people to join you. Some will do what I just said not to do. Some will do just what I shared as the best thing to do. And you watch 30, 60, 90 days down the road, and you'll see a significant difference in success versus failure. There's no question about it. So, Sarah, that to me is really what the Fast Start's all about. It's 28 days of just all-out massive action, whatever that is for the individual, but totally focused on sharing, exposing, and creating some momentum out of the gates for the brand new person.
Awesome. I really think that it's so important to do that, because I was one of the people that thought I needed to learn everything before I could share it. And I have so many people who come into this business and they want to do that same thing. And it's so easy to do that. But really, like Scotty B said, you just want to share it. And I love the replace, what do you call that?
Place and replace.
Place and replace. I did that before Scotty B came into the company. And when you joined, I was like, oh, I'm so glad I'm doing the right thing. I always give my people product the moment that they enroll so that they can get started. And I say, start sharing this. Go out and ask people, hey, do you want to sample this oil? Hey, do you want to try this? So it's a really, really great way to get started. That's amazing. And really, I think the intention for everybody who's just joining in, I wish that this promotion had been in whenever I first joined. I definitely would have hit it. But it's such an advantage, especially if you've never done this model before, you don't understand how this works. Just get with your upline and tell them, I really want to capitalize on this Fast Start bonus, new Fast Start. So I'm just going to quickly go through the rest of the back office really quick. And again, Scotty B said, it's a learning curve. You don't have to know everything in order to be successful here. Really, the simpler you keep it, the better, because subconsciously, whenever you make it complicated and you share it with somebody else, they're going to think it's complicated too, and they're not going to think that they can do it. So I've showed you the front page of the back office. Pay attention to this Secrets Maroma Beach points. You know, here you get points for new retail customers, for preferred customers, which preferred customers are people who have bought product through your website, and then they'll get a customer login after they've purchased product once, and they can log in and they'll have an opportunity to get on auto ship. And when they do that, they become a preferred customer. They actually get it for wholesale cost if they get it shipped to themselves every single month, and they can cancel that at any time. Also, sponsoring new affiliates, you get points for new ranks achieved in the comp plan. From personal product packages purchased, so if you purchase a package, you'll get points for that. And then attending the regional trainings. I know that we have one coming up the first week of December. Actually, there are going to be 4 of them all over the country, so that you can plug into the one that's closest to you. And then active personally sponsored affiliates on your pay leg, which I'll go into the pay and power leg just briefly in a minute. And then using the PMB app, which I'll show you how to do as well. So this is your dashboard. The the page that you go to right at the beginning. And then we have My Prime Life HQ right here. So this is your headquarters. This is where you're going to find a lot of your trainings, the events, the resources, all of the recorded calls, the current promotions that are happening. One of the greatest promotions that we have that's ongoing is get 3 and yours is free. That's by putting 3 customers on auto ship. If you put yourself on auto ship, your product will ship and you only pay for the shipping. You don't have to pay for the product, which is absolutely amazing. And then we have events. So whenever you have an event locally, you're able to come in here and upload it so you know where all the events are. And this is a great way, as you're sharing this, to go through here and say, oh, I know someone in Austin, and I know someone in Dallas, and I know someone in Sugar Grove, Illinois. And you want to invite these people to these presentations. And then as you can see, we have all of the trainings, the Zoom presentations. So you can go in here and you can say, hey, I'm going to invite everybody. I'm going to call 20 people today and invite them to the Wednesday opportunity call at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So this is all in Central Standard Time. So this is a really great resource for inviting people and sharing the opportunity, your trainings. You've got the Getting Started guide, which is absolutely amazing. You can print it out. There's a video version, and then you also can fill it out through here and just go through it. Your first 30 days or 28 days, really, to hit that bonus. We've got trainings on how to set up your auto delivery, the presentation, the app, trainings on Recept. You've got comparison charts, batch analysis. Basically anything that you need is here. You've got your affiliate forms. This is the PMB presentation. You can download it and then share it with people. What I love to do and what people on my team find really useful is to, if you can't get people to come to a live Zoom presentation, you can hop on Zoom with them or meet up with them and then have them watch a recorded video while you're with them. And they know all they did was push play and get out of the way, and they're going to know that they can do absolutely the same exact thing. We have our rewards plan here that breaks down the compensation plan, so you can download that and share it with people who are more interested in the granular details of how this works. You've got different media assets. You have banners, trifolds, and what else is in here? I guess that's, business cards. And just tons of resources to really help streamline sharing this business. And then, of course, our recorded weekly calls. Next on the menu bar, we have the token sale. So I'm not exactly sure when the token sale is going to launch. Funny enough, we haven't reserved Jay for his, I know, that's why, because it waited too long. I was pretty sure we reserved his spot. So when you go to the token sale, you can, he's number 30. Wow, that's amazing. So you can click reserve my spot. And whenever the token's released, we're going to go through this line. And whenever it gets to you, you can choose if you want to purchase tokens. This is just a way for us to expand our business in different ways. You'll be able to use the token to purchase product. And if somebody purchases product with the token, you'll get paid in 48 hours. It also it gives us discounts on purchases, and then also it helps with our merchant fees. Now that's a lot better than it used to be now that hemp's federally legal. Next, you have My Account. You have your settings here, your affiliate username. So this is your website. If you do want to change that after you've enrolled, absolutely you can. I wouldn't recommend changing it after you've already sent it out to people. So make that decision kind of early on. And then the nickname here, that's the name that shows up on the website that I showed you earlier. Right up here on the top left-hand corner, it says Jay because he goes by Jay. Typically, it would say your full name. It would say John Malik. If you want to change your password, you can just click here, put in the new password, and make sure you click update on all of these things, or it actually won't update. The personal information, if you need to change that. And then down here is your passcode. It's a 4-digit passcode so that when you call support, they can verify that it's actually you. And then My Orders, this is a way to track your orders. Anything that you've placed through your back office will be here. It says whether it's auto delivery, and then in the last column is the tracking. So if somebody's wondering in your team, hey, where's even customers have this, hey, where's my package? You can guide them to log into their back office and click the tracking number, which will show exactly where it is. And then my rewards. So my rewards, this is how we get paid. There's a little pie chart here that shows the different ways: retail bonuses, FBR, TBR, residuals, and then the total. And then here, when you click on the weekly earnings, if you click on the blue number, it actually shows exactly what you got paid for and where it came from. Unfortunately, we don't have the names here, but you can do a little research by searching if you really want to figure out who that came from. And then my points. This is one of the most lucrative parts of the compensation plan for me because I am a team builder, and this is what they are: team building rewards points. So when you click on here, it'll show the week. It will show how many points you have on your left team, your right team, how many points have cycled, and then the balance. I'll show you in just a minute what that looks like. But again, you're able to click on these numbers. So here it does have the name. It tells you exactly who bought what and how many points that you got. So I actually utilize this to go through and see who's generating the most activity. Good job, Rick Ellis, with 848 points this week. And it's a good way to really help sift and sort the builders as your organization gets built bigger as well. And then the rank advancement here. This is an awesome page that helps us keep track of how much product our organization, how much volume is going through it, and then the different rank qualifications. So we've got last month here, and then you have the current month as well, so that you can help keep track of who's doing what inside of your business so that you can rank advance. Because again, the more you rank advance, the more you get paid. And then we've got the network, we've got the team view. So right here, Jay only has 2 generations right now. So he's got generation 1 and generation 2. Generation 1 are the people that you've personally sponsored. Your generation 2 are the people that those people have sponsored, so on and so forth. Generation 3 would be the people that generation 2 has enrolled. And this is another way that as your team begins to grow, you can start to sift and sort who's creating activity by clicking up here. The top number goes to the top. So it's a good way to help dig into the people who are actually generating activity in your organization and to help them, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help support the people who are building a business. And then the genealogy. So this is actually, I think, one of the most important pages back here in your back office. This is what our tree essentially looks like as far as the team building rewards points go. So your bubble will be the first one. You've got this little toggle up here. We've got left, auto, and right. So this will determine where people are going to go. In this business, everybody builds 2 teams. We build a left team and a right team. And it will be on auto whenever you get it here, but I personally don't. I teach everybody not to leave it on auto. You really want to be strategic when building this business. And again, if you're brand new and you have no idea, I just tell all of my people, go directly to your upline, to your sponsor, as you're placing people and bringing new people into the business, and ask them where they should be placed until you really understand what's going on. Everybody has a common leg or a power leg, and then we also have a pay leg. And this is just for the team building rewards aspect. So over here, the left team for Jay is the team that I'm helping him build. So this is really cool. I don't want to get too deep into this only because we don't have that much time, but I think that this is really important to understand. It really got me activated when I understood how this part of the compensation plan worked. What I'm doing is I enrolled Jay, and then shortly after, Rick Ellis came in, maybe the next day. What's really cool is I actually didn't sponsor Rick, even though I could have. I gifted him to one of my affiliates. So she brought him in, and because she's above John and she wanted to put him on the left team, he went underneath John. So because John was active and he purchased a package when he enrolled, he was able to accumulate points from what somebody else did simply because he was active in the comp plan. So Rick came in and John got points from it. And then I brought in my friend Taylor, which was really cool because John and Rick don't know Taylor, but because they're both active, they both received points from the package that she bought. And then Maureen came in, who came in through my friend Suzanne. And because Taylor was active, she got points. Rick got points. John got points. I got points. So that's what's really cool about this team building rewards is you really are building a team and your team's helping you build it. So the other leg is called the pay leg. So this is the leg, and it can switch. It doesn't have to be your left or right. Depending on where you are in the tree. And also it can switch after too. If your pay leg gets bigger, it then becomes the power leg. It's called the pay leg because it's the one that you're cycling points on and you're getting actually paid cash for. Most companies out there have a point system now. Even if you go to a juice bar, they're going to give you points, or a coffee shop, they're going to give you points. What happens is with these airlines, hotels, all of these companies, they give you points that they want you to cash in for more points. And that was kind of the thing with network marketing before. I saw that happening so much. My friends were accumulating thousands and thousands of points. And they were like, okay, now you can get more product with those points. And they're like, we don't want more product. We're here building a business. We want money. And so that's one of the things that stood out about this company, the fact that we accumulate points. We accumulate points from people we don't know. And then those points turn into money. And this is basically the quick rundown of how that works. Say Rick bought $1,000 package. And let's just, for the sake of ease and grace, let's just say that he got 1,000 points. He got a package that you get 1,000 points for. And then Todd enrolled and got a package for 1,000 points as well. Well, what happens is when the points on your left team and the points on your right team match, and they're in increments of 200, they cycle out. So because it was 1,000 points and 1,000 points, he cycled out those points, which equals $100 because you get $20 for every 200 points. So anytime $1,000 points on one leg and you get 1,000 points in another, you cycle, your back office does it instantly, you get an extra $100, which is absolutely amazing. And then the points work the same way on the other side. Todd enrolled, he was active, and then John brought in Jose. Well, Jose's package got Todd points and John points and me points. And then same for Joanna. Joanna enrolled, Jose got the points, Todd got the points, and John got the points. Now the points can be different depending on a couple different things. When you're qualified and then maximized, which means that you've brought four affiliates into the company, you get paid more points. You get 80% instead of 50. Right now, if somebody spends $1,000, right when you come in, you'll get 500 points. You'll get half of the dollar amount in points, which is still amazing. So that's a little bit about how that works. I know there's definitely something, a few things that I missed, but I'll tune in with Scotty B, see if he has something to add. One thing I will say is if you don't use this toggle, if you don't use left and right, which I simply always do just for the sake of not having people misplaced, you never want to put people in these inside bubbles. So sometimes, you'll think, oh, John knows Billy. So Todd knows Billy. So if I'm John, I may be tempted to put Billy right here, but you absolutely do not want to do that. That leg is Todd's responsibility to build. That inside leg is actually his pay leg. So you're not doing anybody any favors by placing anyone on the inside leg for a number of reasons. A, if Todd never does anything, Billy's alone forever. You want to put him on the power leg so that he sees that no matter what, there's people above him who are helping build that leg. So I always go, you always want to go outside left, outside right, outside left, outside right. There are some people that do like to utilize these bubbles, but I would say don't unless you absolutely know what you're doing, because say I want to put somebody on the outside, which I do, here's the link. I could open the registration form up and sign them up right now. But I don't send out the link to people because what happens is if you send this to somebody and they wait, say they don't sign up right now, and then Joyce decides to sign someone up and she puts them there, it will knock them sideways. I don't know why that happens, but it's just safer to use the toggles. And if you are an advanced placer, feel free, but always outside left, outside right, outside left, outside right. And then if you're looking for somebody, let's just say I'm going to look for Amber, which I don't even know. I press Oh, I guess I don't have an Amber. That's not right. You want to click go. You just put, oh, that's interesting. That normally works for me. Let's say, oh, I know. John, I'm not in my back office. I'm in somebody else's. So let's just say Taylor, because I know she's there. You only want to put their first name or last name. I don't know why it works. And then click go. You don't want to press, all right, it's not working. You don't want to press enter because that doesn't work. Typically that does work. Okay, so that's just a little bit about that. Scotty B, I know there's heaps of information on this. Anything that you would like to add on the genealogy?
Not really anything to add other than maybe just to remind people is that, again, when you talk qualified earlier, I know you shared this, but now that they're seeing it, if you're in John's place, you need to put one to your left and one to your right. So you need to enroll an affiliate to your left and enroll affiliate to your right who are active and on the $89 auto order, which makes you qualified. So I know when you talk about it, sometimes people hear it, but now seeing it graphically, and we got something that's called 2 affiliate qualified and 4 affiliate qualified. And so to be 2 affiliate, you do need one on your left and one on your right. To be 4 affiliate qualified.
Maximized.
Yeah, to maximize it, you need to have 1 on the left and you can have 3 on the right, or 1 on the right and 3 on the left, or 2 and 2. But the only one where you absolutely have 1 on each side is your first step. And then the second step, they could be anywhere you want. So that's the only thing I would say to add to that. You did a great job on it.
Yeah. And just to be clear, since somebody else brought Rick in, even though he's an active affiliate, it doesn't count as John's. It has to be personally sponsored. So he does have somebody down here. So that would make him qualified. And that's why he's qualified. Thanks so much for that, Scotty B. And then just get with your upline, have them show you this. It's a learning curve, but you'll absolutely get it. And then you have customers, people who have ordered product through your website. It will tell if they're an auto ship or not. I like to go through and just ask people, hey, how was your experience on the oil? Would you like to get another bottle? That's what I utilize that for. And then you have your auto delivery where you can set up ordering product every month. If you purchase something at least $89, that will keep you active, meaning that you can accumulate points from people in your organization, even if you didn't bring them in. And you can also make money in the compensation plan. So if you put yourself on auto ship for this body therapy, you're going to have to get on auto ship for something else as well in order to be active in the comp plan, because this is only $69. So the Recept, the Hydrate Pure, the Lip Balm 12-pack, or any combination of the things that are over $89 will get you active every single month. And then the way that you set it up is you just pick a date, you put in your address and your credit card number, and then it will ship on that date. And again, make sure you're clicking update on all of those things. This has the order history for your auto ship, and then the status on the shipment. The PMB app, this is amazing. So Jay is enrolled for it. Basically, it would say this, it says I confirm my cancellation because he's already paying for it. But basically, you just put in your credit card information. So many people go to, I'm like, wait, is his credit card information there? Oops, no, it's not. So many people go to download the app and they're like, I can't log in. Well, you have to go here first and pay for the app subscription in order to get in. And if you came to the company conference, you get the app for $4.95 a month right now, or half off. I forget what it is. But you definitely don't want to cancel. We want to keep him on the app. You're able to send samples and videos. Again, there's an app training in here. I don't want to get into that at the moment, but connect with your upline. They'll totally show you that, or dig into your back office. And then ordering product, you do that right here. You can do individual products from the PMB store and order them. You've got the sample packs, the Knox sampling system. And again, just make sure you order it over $89 before tax and shipping if you want to get active. And then the packages. I always buy the packages. I've maybe bought a single bottle once or twice to stay active, but whenever you buy the packages, you get a better deal. You save on shipping, you get more activation when you buy over $700, you get 2 months activation. And then also the more you buy, the better discount that you get. And then we've got some new packages here as well. And the annual renewal. So this is something that you don't want to miss. I always put this in my calendar every year to renew actually before it even goes up, but it's $39 a year to keep your website, which is absolutely a steal. And then the promotional items, which I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is the store, the PMB store. So you can get these amazing shirts. Looks like, oh, they're all different sizes, and this amazing mug as well. Scotty B's repping it. He's always repping our promotional items, Prime Life for life. And then your e-wallet, which whenever you first log in, you will get a pop-up. And I just click close, but definitely fill it out. And then we now have direct deposit, which is so amazing. Get with your upline. They can show you how to set up your e-wallet. And then the other resources that we have, PMB support. Here's the phone number that you can call and talk to somebody, or you can create a ticket online as well. So that's just a quick overview of the back office. I'm so excited to have you guys here. If you're new to the company, welcome. We're so excited to have you as part of the PMB Familia. And with that, I'll hand it over to you, Scotty B, just to wrap us up.
There we go, Sarah. Well, awesome job. That's a lot of information to go through. And not only do you do it great in such just an amazing way, but more importantly, I think you do it in a way that it makes it very easy for most people to understand. But I think the important thing that I would share about that is, as you can see, that's a lot of information. So that's a lot of stuff to go over. And if you're brand new and you're focused on trying to know all that, which by the way, most of it you don't need to know other than active and qualified. Most of it you don't need to know until you actually get business going and get money coming in and affiliates coming into your team. You know, it's stuff you can learn along the way. You can earn as you learn. And so that's one of the things I love so much about this. The other thing that I would share is I'm just going to tell a story about yesterday, because this is your business. You're the CEO of your own business, and you can do what you want. I've literally worked around the world with some of the top, most amazing anti-aging doctors in the world. Dr. Liao Soon Singh over in Asia. I've been in Asian hospitals where literally they're prescribing these different concoctions. And I mean, in hospitals, full-blown medical hospitals with like equipment, the latest state-of-the-art equipment. But when they sit down with the patients, they're bringing in herbs and all these natural foods and things and putting together these different concoctions for them. And that's the focus. I've seen people with leprosy that has been cured. I've seen over 1,000 people with cancer that's cured. Not saying anything about curing about our product, but I'm talking about what I've seen around the world. So the power of plant-based wellness is absolutely amazing. There's no question about it. And so the most important thing is getting the word out. But here's the interesting thing. In our country here, the United States, and I've looked at every single thing I could research on Google, it tends to be about 8 to 9 to 10% of our population that is really interested and truly cares about high-end, high-quality wellness and will do the things they need to do to stay in that lane. That means knowing that even if you get food that's organic, which doesn't mean it has nutrients, it's just grown organically, but to literally take care and optimize yourself from a standpoint of longevity and anti-aging, that means you're going to use some wellness-related products. They're going to be super high quality, they're going to be very high-end, and they're going to be moderate to upper level in price. So it's kind of like this road out here. I'm coming down to do a meeting with a brand new guy just enrolled in a training and help me with some of his people today, do a launch meeting for him. Well, after I got off the freeway, I'm on a back 2-lane road. This goes back to the kind of the hill and lake country here in the Appalachian Mountains. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, but it's a 2-lane road. And that's what the world of high-end wellness is like in the United States of America. Matter of fact, just look around at people. Look at what they eat. Look at how they take care of their bodies. You can see. And I'm not disparaging anybody. It's just the truth. Interesting thing. Every single one of those people who may be a little overweight, a lot overweight, obese, or even morbidly obese, maybe they haven't lifted a weight, done a stretch, walked a few steps other than to their car and back or their couch and back in years. You know what? I mean, this is society. But guess what? Every one of those people, when they get up in the morning and they get ready to go out, whether they're going to work, whether they're going to church, whether they're going to a social event, out to dinner, they look in the mirror. They look in the mirror and they see how they look. And even the people who are the most unhealthy people, when you see them out, for whatever shape they may be in, they still, majority of people, not everybody, but probably 95 to 98%, they take care of themselves. They clean themselves. They groom themselves. They look nice. This is not about a beauty contest. This is about health and wellness and taking care of people. But also, this is a business. So this is a very important point. If you've ever seen a picture of the freeways in the biggest cities in China, you'll see freeways that are like 40 lanes across. Well, that's called the lane of beauty, and looking good. That's the lane of vanity and looking good. That's the lane of wanting to feel good about how we look. That's just where people are. In the history of your life, ask yourself, have you ever had a small amount of money and there's something you knew you needed to do, like maybe pay a bill, but something came up like maybe a social event this weekend and you wanted to buy something new to wear? Have you ever in your life done something where you put the money towards what you want versus what you need? No question, we all have. So here's my point. Yesterday, I ran into a friend of mine. I hadn't seen her in about 6 or 7 days. I see her at least once or twice a week. And she goes, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean? She goes, did you get something done? I said, what do you mean get something done? She goes, you did something. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, you have this glow. You look different. I said, what do you mean? She goes, it's like a glow. You have this energy. I said, I said, tell me about that. She goes, well, I just saw you less than a week ago, and I see you now, and something is different. She said, did you go to like a esthetician or something? And I said, no, I promise you I did. I said, but I do have to tell you. I said, I've had 5 applications of a brand new product we brought out. I said, do you use any kind of skincare stuff? And she's an attractive girl. She's very overweight, very, very nice, sweetheart, beautiful person. And she goes, yeah. She goes, I said, do you like use real good quality? She goes, I do. I said, okay. I said, let me ask you a question. That's called skincare, right? She goes, yeah. I said, well, remember that bottle of hemp oil I talked to you about? I said, and I know you haven't started using it yet. I said, but you bought it. I said, I appreciate you doing that, but you really just did that to help me, didn't you? She goes, yeah, but I'm planning on using it. I said, are you sure? She goes, yeah. I said, okay. I said, well, that same company that I work with, building that global hemp brand, we just brought out a brand new product. I said, but instead of skin care, it's an entire new category. It's skin health and wellness. It's not skin care anymore. It's skin health and wellness because it uses nitric oxide that the body produces and hemp together. And so literally, this is what you've seen in only 5 applications. I said, hold on, look at this. I pulled up on my phone, went to the Knox Full Spectrum community. I said, look at this, before, after, before, after, before, after. She's like, what? I said, before, after. You want to see more? She goes, yeah, I'm scrolling. I said, look at these. All these are 30 days or less. Some of them say just a few days or a few applications. She goes, oh my God. She goes, can I get some? I said, yeah, we're just rolling it out now. I said, you really want some? She goes, yeah, if we did that in 5 applications, I want some. So I'm sitting there thinking, I had to I kind of pushed her because I care about her and I know what this will do. I'm hoping it'll jumpstart her into the taking better care of herself. She hasn't even used my hemp oil and she's had it for over a month, but she was so excited about buying the Knox. So here's my point. If you're going to market and build your business, do whatever you want. But if you see 100 people walk in and out of the Starbucks, I guarantee you, if you approach them about Knox, just knowing a little as a brand new person, and I approach them about Recep, being an expert in this industry, you will win 90% of the time. And here's the thing, you'll have more people on Recep 30 days from now than I will, because once they do that and put on their face, then they don't feel bad putting it in their mouth. So all the issues with hemp that we're dealing with, they go away when you do Knox and they see in the mirror the results. And it's like, sure, better, I'm going to do it. So anyway, Sarah, I just had to share that because to me, it was a microcosm of exactly where we've been for 3 years. And now that we're entering our 4th year, we have the Trojan horse, the gate opener, the absolute thing that makes people see results instantly on the spot. And this is a new dawn of a new day. And for those of you that are brand new, just thank God you're starting right now. Thank Goddess that you're starting right now. Thank whoever you want to thank. You're starting at the absolute best time. Solid, secure company, debt-free, with a brand new product that's going to open the doors we can never get open. So, wow, Sarah, I mean, as you can feel, I'm just like on fire.